Sorry.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Say, and today I'm going to show you how to put on a Boba wrap. If you can't see it, that's B-O-B-A. Alrighty, so first, this wrap is extremely long, and I'll show you kind of figuratively how long it is. I don't know if you can get a gist, but this is literally a long wrap, and when you first get it, you probably will feel intimidated, but it's pretty simple. I'm going to show you because, like I did, I went on YouTube and searched how to wrap it. But of course that was a while ago, so I'm going to show you based on how I use it and my experience with it. I really use this a lot between my other carrier, which is actually here, so I can show you. So I have another carrier, which is kind of like a click snap one, pretty quick and easy. I have a tutorial on this already, so you can definitely check out my prior YouTube videos to find it. And this is really simple. This Boba wrap is simple too. It's just a little more technical, but I'm gonna hopefully show you in a quick way. So the most convenient thing is that they put this middle tag here, which is an indicator to put either in the middle, right above your breast, or I see a lot of people do it right underneath their chest area, kind of like over their stomach. I'm gonna use it like this because it's kind of the way that I have done it in prior. So you want to get this kind of centered, and this kind of gives you the indicator that this is right in the middle. And what you're going to do is you're going to take each side and kind of bring it around into like a crisscross around your back, and then you're going to bring those straps over to the front. So I'll show you how it looks in the back. So you're going to have this crisscrossed here, kind of like this, and you can kind of even it out from the back if you desire to do so. And then you can kind of spread out the shoulder area, so kind of give you a shirt feel. So you should have two long pieces in the front. Alrighty, so you're going to collect it, and that middle piece that you had in the middle, you're going to stuff both of those flaps right inside and kind of give yourself that crisscross in the front. And you can kind of straighten it out just a bit so that it is a little even. Alrighty, and then you're going to take it right back around the back and kind of wrap it around. I like mine a little snug. You don't have to do it too hard. I know right after having a baby, you kind of don't want anything pressing too hard, so kind of give yourself just a wrap, one wrap around, and it kind of looks like this in the back. So you'll have your crisscross area, and of course you can straighten it out. And then of course you can feel how loose it is. If you want to tighten it up, you can come back around the front and kind of pull these straps down some more, and make sure you keep your crisscross effect going. But this kind of gives you like a little more tightener around the back. And then make sure you have your crisscross over in the front, which I do. And then you can take it back around. And then bring it back to the front, and then these have like little tassels here, so you can just either bring it to the side, and you can do like a knot here and let it hang to the side, or you can bring it right back around and kind of tuck it in the back. That's what I normally do, just because I don't really like too many things hanging down. So you can tuck it in the back, and I'll show you how it looks in the back. So this is how it looks in the back. So you can kind of tuck it or give it like a knot in the back and tuck it. You're going to pull down that front piece. Remember, you started out with this piece. So this piece you can kind of bring down and straighten out your shoulders a bit. Now, this is the tricky part. If you have a newborn, which of course my son is 9 months, so he's a little bit more big, but you would essentially put the baby into this part. Okay, so there's like a little, that crisscross is kind of giving you a seat area for the baby to kind of put his bottom in. So I'm gonna grab Jace. So give me 1 second, and let me grab Jace. So I have Jace here. Say hi, Jace. Hi. You say hi? Okay, he's glued. Staring at. Okay, he's staring. Okay, so what you're going to do is, if this is a newborn baby, the baby is going to be a lot smaller. So you're going to essentially take the baby and bring the baby's leg inside of that first kind of over shoulder. Now the baby's leg is going to be smaller than this, so you can kind of keep it kind of like tucked to the fetal position. So he's a little bigger, so this is definitely going to look a little different. I really wish I would have done this when he was a newborn. And then you're gonna, don't worry about hurting the baby too much. I mean, obviously you want to be gentle, but the baby is flexible. So you're gonna bring the other strap down and around the foot area, and then wait, so I'm gonna put this first. Okay, there we go. So you're gonna bring that. You might have to give yourself a bounce so you can kind of get your baby in. So this is where the seat cushion area is going to be. So you can kind of bring over the straps to kind of align. His arms are in, or you can bring them out from the side like that. So I kind of want to show you up close. So basically these are the two flaps that you kind of did the crisscross over in the back and kind of brought up to the front. And then just to kind of get it adjusted right, you can give yourself a little bounce and, you know, adjust your baby. Doesn't, obviously you're not going to get this perfectly right time. And I've been using my other carrier, so it's been a minute since I put him in this. But of course you can bring the arms out on the side, or you can leave them in, however you choose. Now, the flap that has that middle tag, you're going to bring that over. Okay, let me make sure he's seated, sorry, in this correctly. Okay, so then you're going to bring that middle flap over, and let me step back so you can kind of see. And then this is kind of going to seal the deal here. So, and of course with newborns, their feet are going to be a lot smaller and their legs are going to be a lot smaller than this. But of course you can kind of give them like, you can pull this flap over to kind of like cover their feet. Also, another thing that I've learned too is that you can, for extra like security, that wraparound that you did around the back with the tassel area, or I guess the tassel part, you can also bring the legs into that, and that gives you kind of a hug position. Let me make sure I have the right. Okay, so then you can bring the legs into that, and that also kind of gives you a more of a hugged position, and then of course align your front. So then you have a snug baby. And then when you want to take the baby out, you can just bring this down and then unravel the two flaps off the side. And this is also another way you can do it as well. You can let the arms be free from the baby, and you can have it like this, where the baby is kind of hugging you, or, you know, this is also kind of like a back way you can do it as well. The older they get, especially when they can hold their balance and they're kind of like sitting up, or they can sit up, you can have it like in this area. Make sure that you adjust this so that it's comfortable when you're out. You know, when you're going to the grocery store, or you're going, you know, out to the park, however. Also, another way that I've used it for, especially when Jace was a newborn, I would put, when he fell asleep, I would kind of like put this over his head, especially when we were like somewhere cold, because it kind of gives them that extra like hug support, like their sleep. And then I would put his arm in as well. Now they can breathe because obviously there's an open part here, but when he goes to sleep, he's trying to look at his super simple songs. But when they go to sleep, you can kind of lay their head down and put that extra flap here. I do not wear a lot of clothes, and when I say clothes, I mean like coat and like scarf and extra things, because this generates a lot of heat. Like, I'm already hot right now, but we're going into the winter time. So I would just use precaution about that. Like if you have on a coat and you can easily overheat. Same with the baby. I wouldn't necessarily put a jacket, like a onesie, a jacket, a hat, all of that while you're in this wrap. And then of course maybe put like some socks on if you're going out, or like some shoes if you decide to do that. Taking them out is fairly easy. You just take this middle part down, and of course if you have that extra strap onto the feet, you can just unravel that area, and then pull back the sides, which is kind of like the seat area, and you can grab the baby out. And it still leaves this crisscross. And what I usually do, let me put him down. What I usually do is when I'm going out, I just leave this on because I know I'm going to put it back on. And it could be a little fashionable, especially if your closet's full of black like mine, because black is slimming. But yeah, I just leave this on. And then that's the flap down. So and you can straighten these out. Obviously this gets kind of twisted up, but you can straighten these out to kind of, fit, your support. And like I said, from the back, if you are pulling these two straps up and over and down, it will kind of give you more of a tighten effect. So that is my kind of example of the Boba wrap. There's many ways to kind of do this. This is also a nursing friendly wrap where you can nurse in it as well. And I'll just take this off. It's pretty, once you get it off, it's pretty easy. And then I have a little bag that I store this in. But yeah, this is a long wrap. It can be simple and very useful for babies literally within the first year. And I'm pretty sure there's a way to tie this around your back. It's kind of like if you want to put the baby on the back. I know that this one, it does kind of like a back effect too, which is simply just kind of putting it on like a backpack. And my husband, he tried this the other day, and he had put Jace in it. So if you have a Infantino one, you can do that, and then that bottom piece here goes around this way. And then of course you can draw this strap to tighten it however you want. And then the baby, they go in the back, obviously, how you put it on in the front. And then you just pull that flap over, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 hooks, 2 on each side. And then you just have the baby on like a backpack, literally. So that's kind of another way to wear an infant carrier. So that concludes my Boba wrap and my short tutorial of the Infantino. And I'll let you kind of see the tag. I've already done a really quick one of this, and this is really simple, so definitely go check that video out. I'll be posting more videos. Once again, my name is Dulce, and have a great day.
Thank you so much for watching. Please follow me at Dulce, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel.